Post-Tribulation Belief, Part 9. Revelation 11:3, Daniel's 8:14. The two witnesses shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth, restoring the hope and faith of God's children, preparing them for the return of Christ as they prophesy 1,260 days. This wondrous work will take effect over the world when the Antichrist's mind is cut by a sword, and his authority over the world stripped from him. This will happen a month or so before the Antichrist begins to exploit ways to regain control over the air. This event will conclude the last 3.5 years, finishing the 7-year tribulation period on the Feast of Dedication, in which time the sanctuary shall be cleansed, a parallel to the story of the Maccabees. Once people see the end-time prophet arise from their midst, uncertain of who he is, guessing him to be the Antichrist, which men have been taught from false prophets everywhere since little is known of the two witnesses, people will become either desolate or stronger in faith in their understanding. Those that have denied the faith of Christ and follow the Antichrist will be desolate. This is an abomination. The abomination of self is lack of knowledge and belief in the truth. A gainsaying, proselyte generation, idolized with the world and fierce toward unstable souls, finalizing the great apostasy. The desolation is set against all those that have denied the faith of Christ to follow the Antichrist. They will be desolate, as those that have no hope, this their abomination. Christians will face a different desolation, which is the period of tribulated oppression, as being those who go up against the mark of the beast and surrounded by riots and protest everywhere, as the enemy will be at large, gainsaying on every side, devising people's thoughts, trying to submit them by fear. Because of these deceptive thoughts, many will be unsure of what or who to believe in, seeing that Satan's government will be breaking hearts with devices used to deceive people with doctrines that toss them back and forth for fun. The power of the image of the beast will ensure the people that the RFID chip will ease their distress and mental agony, ordering the people not to follow the end-time prophet. Yet God has called us Christian. Daniel's 9:27. This is the abomination of desolation ordered by the Antichrist. In the days of the Antichrist he shall confirm the covenant with many for 1 week. But you know, it doesn't mean others have to agree. Obama's enforced peace treaty of 2013 between Israel and Palestine. Israeli-Palestinian peace process. After several letters sent to the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, for peace talks and surrendering to a two-part state solution in May 2012, Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas sent his last letter ready to engage peace with the Israelis if they propose anything promising or positive. If no negotiations were made, war would continue. Netanyahu replied to Abbas's April letter less than a week later, beginning the peace treaty, and for the first time officially recognized the right for Palestinians to have their own state. Although this peace treaty was official, the prophetic biblical content does not match this treaty, because if it were the treaty in the midst of the week ending, the first 3.5 years, there would have been a ceasing of the sacrifice and oblations of the Jews concerning the Obama peace treaty. Keep in mind, the Third Temple has not been resurrected. The Antichrist will try to make a one-world religion, and for the overspreading of abominations, which is the gainsaying hindrance, the Antichrist shall make it desolate. Revelation 13:12-17. This will happen because so many will be under his control and influence due to the power of his beast prophet, who arrives during the Antichrist's 3.5-year reign, so that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. The power of the image of the beast will ensure the people that the RFID chip will ease their distress and mental agony, ordering the people not to follow the end-time prophet. Yet God has called us Christian. Daniel's 8:12. Revelation 13:13. The beast prophet will be the host against the daily sacrifice during the second half of the 7 years. In the days when the two witnesses are present, it will be a time of signs and great wonders, as also it will be with the beast prophet, who has power to make fire come down from heaven.